Blackbeard. The name alone evokes fear. He was a pirate legend. Stories of his exploits spread like wildfire. From the Caribbean to the Carolinas, his black flag sent chills down the spines of seasoned sailors. But who was the man behind the fearsome facade? His real name was Edward Teach. However, the origins of this infamous figure remain shrouded in mystery. His early life is a puzzle yet to be solved. It's time to delve into the murky past of Blackbeard and explore the man who became the terror of the seas. Where did Blackbeard come from? No one knows for sure. Some say he was born in Bristol, England. Others believe he hailed from the West Indies. His true beginnings are lost to history. Adding to the enigma, there are no records of his life before he became a pirate. What led him to a life of crime on the high seas? Was he driven by poverty, adventure, or a thirst for power? The answers remain elusive. The lack of information only fuels the legend. It allows us to fill in the blanks with our own interpretations. We see Blackbeard as a phantom, emerging from the fog of time. The early 1700s was a time of war. England and France were locked in a struggle for control of the seas. This created opportunities for privateers. These legal pirates were hired by governments to attack enemy ships. Blackbeard likely started his career as a privateer. He honed his skills in battle and gained a reputation for ruthlessness. However, the line between privateering and outright piracy was often blurred. When the war ended, many privateers found themselves without work. Some turned to piracy to make a living. Blackbeard was one of them. He assembled a crew of hardened sailors and set sail for the Caribbean. His reign of terror was about to begin. Blackbeard cultivated a fearsome image. He grew a long black beard that gave him his name. He braided it and tied ribbons into it. Some say he even wove lit fuses into his beard to intimidate his foes. He was said to be a giant of a man with a booming voice and a menacing presence. His flagship, the Queen Anne's Revenge, was a powerful warship. It bristled with cannons and instilled fear in any ship that crossed its path. Blackbeard's tactics were as bold as his appearance. He would often attack ships without firing a shot. His reputation preceded him. He knew that many captains would surrender rather than face his wrath. Despite his fearsome reputation, glimpses of Blackbeard's personality emerged from historical accounts. Some suggest he was surprisingly well-spoken and intelligent. Unlike some brutal pirates, he preferred to avoid violence whenever possible. He relied on his terrifying image to get what he wanted. There are even stories of Blackbeard being surprisingly merciful. He reportedly released captured sailors unharmed after taking their valuables. He understood the value of a good reputation, even among his enemies. Such stories add intrigue to his complex character. They remind us that the man behind the legend was not simply a monster. Blackbeard's reign of terror was short-lived. In 1718, he was killed in a fierce battle with the Royal Navy. His head was severed and displayed as a warning to other pirates. Despite his death, Blackbeard's legend lived on. He became a symbol of piracy itself. His image continues to captivate us centuries later. Was he a ruthless villain or a product of his time? The answer likely lies somewhere in between. Blackbeard's life, shrouded in mystery and fueled by legend, continues to fascinate and inspire us to explore the complexities of history's most intriguing figures.